Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.monalisamonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got totes. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we?
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show, honey. I'm telling you right now, I don't know what it is. I don't know what's in the air, but my allergies are acting real stupid. So if I have to race and blow my nose, scratch my eyes, I'm just letting you guys know allergies are kicking my butt. Just want to, do that disclaimer there. So welcome to the show. If you're new to the show, what we do is we address 3 red hot topics because on the show, we talk about what you're talking about. And we just basically do a dialogue back and forth. I listen to your comments and let you express whatever you think or feel or want to say about the red hot topics. Now, sometimes it's very rare, not really, but it's very rare that we have more than 3 red hot topics. It just depends on what you guys are talking about. Oh, check it out. It's on the website, www.MonaLisaMonroe.com. The MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show, coffee cups. You saw the commercial. Don't play. But anyway, back to the subject. So if you're new to the show, we talk about the 3 red hots, and sometimes we have more than 3. But I want you to chime in. I want you to feel comfortable enough to speak your mind. Say whatever you want to say. If you want to disagree with me, I'm open to that as well. I'm not tripping because my opinion is not, it ain't the Bible. So I would like to know what you think about certain topics. And that's what the show is all about. Sometimes we have guests on the show. Sometimes we have my hubby on the show. And then sometimes we have outside guests. Now, I know everybody's busy and, I know everybody's back to work. Well, most of everybody's back to work and most people have a job. So this show is always on repeat. So after the show, if you missed it, you can still go on and see the show. Replay, easy. And you'll be right back on track with us in our red hot topics. And we do not come on in the evenings anymore. It's only in the mornings. Now, if you guys love the evening show that was in 2021 and 2020, 2021, and 2022, let me know. We might just consider coming back in the evenings. But other than that, right now we're just in the mornings. Okay. So let's dive right in to the red hot topics. Ooh, I need to do a clapping sound. I'm gonna have to get that registered in there. I think that's fun. Okay, so here we go with the red hot topics. We're talking about what you guys are talking about. First things first, last things last. Did you see the 60 Minutes interview with Prince Harry? Now, y'all know I'm always on it, right? I have to admit, I have not seen it, but I will see it on demand because I missed it. But oh my goodness, he caused a ruckus in the news, referring to Afghanistan killings or something like that. If you guys saw the Prince Harry interview on 60 Minutes, please chime in and let me know because I missed it. But all I saw was firestorms after the interview aired. Now, mind you, him and Megan are already in trouble from the Netflix documentary that they did, which I binged on, by the way. I basically saw all three the first time it came out, and then the second three when it came out. And then I went back and saw all of them like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I was obsessed with the Harry and Meghan story, I have to admit. But I missed 60 Minutes, and I'm trying to think what was happening. It might have been a football game. It might have been church. I don't know what it was, but I missed it. But if you out there saw the interview, please let me know what you thought about it. Was it a good one? Was it worth the firestorm that I'm seeing now on social media and on the news? And it's making me want to backtrack and see it for sure. So let me know if you saw it. Now, like I said, it's very rare that I miss anything dealing with those two. Number one, because I absolutely love them. Don't know them whatsoever, but what they went through. And you know, a lot of people are saying, oh, it's fake, oh, it's not true, whatever. Why would they lie? Because look at what happened to Prince Di. Look at all of that. Was that fake? No. Were they hounding Princess Di like a dog in the street? Yes. So why wouldn't it change because of Harry and Meghan? And should I go down that rabbit hole? I really don't have to because you know what time it is. So I did not see it, but I want to know if you saw it. If you saw it, please let me know because once again, I missed it. Very rare do I miss the good stuff, but I missed this one right here. And, you know, they say that they're lying. They say that whatever. I believe them. I did not know that she actually had a miscarriage. I mean, that blew me away when I saw that on the documentary. I mean, I'm like, wow. And then a doctor on the news was talking about stress doesn't cause miscarriages. Girl, bye. It does. Stress causes a lot of craziness in your body. So get on with all that. So anyway, if you did see the Prince Harry interview, I do want to see it. So let me know. That's red hot number one. And it was sort of like a sidetrack thing. And did you watch the Golden Globes? Now, I did watch that one. That was gut-wrenching, teeth biting, and not because of who won the movie, who wore what. It was that comedian. Oh my goodness. He was very controversial. And I'm thinking, is that like the norm now? You want the comedians to go in like he went in? Is that cute? I don't like comedy like that. Me personally, I didn't think any of it was funny. I don't like jokes on the expense of others that are dead, that are, you know, oh, yeah, I don't know. But what did y'all think about the Golden Globe? For one, it takes forever. I think the thing took 4 hours. I don't know. It felt like 4 hours. It might have took 3. But, those award shows. You know, and it's funny because the award shows that are like the music award shows are, you know, of course, you got entertainment. But the Oscars and the Golden Globe and the Emmys, it's like gut-wrenching. The only time I watch it is when I'm really curious on a show or a movie whether they're going to win or not. Now, the history of this show is that they have no black people, whatever. And I mean, that comedian just, oh, he sat on that and sat on that. And it just made me comfortable. And I'm black. So I can just imagine how it made everybody else feel. But you know, they were saying that that was the goal, to make them feel uncomfortable. And you know, maybe that is the case. You want to address racism in comedy, I guess, and you want to address racism to the point to where you, if you don't understand, at least you feel uncomfortable about it. And I had a friend of mine during the 2020 craziness, and she was white. You know, she was white. She's white, and she made a profound point for me. She said that African Americans are trying to make us understand racism. We don't understand it because of privilege. She said, but what the goal is to get us to empathize with you and how you were treated. And that's what makes the heart move. That's what makes the needle move. And if you think back, Martin Luther King, that's what he did. He pulled the heartstrings of America by showing the disastrous things that they were doing to African Americans. And that's how the civil rights movement, you know, went forth and stuff like that. But oh my goodness, those jokes were, I felt uncomfortable. And I am a black person. I was like, oh, and the one about Whitney Houston, oh, and the one about Tom Cruise and Scientology and the woman being missing. I was uncomfortable. And so I'm told that that's the goal, is to make people uncomfortable. That's the goal. Comedy should make people laugh, not feel uncomfortable. But, you know, that's just my thought process. What do you guys think? If you watched it, I know it was a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I'm just one of those that if I'm rooting for a movie like Black Panther, I was rooting for that one, and a few others, I'm going to watch the award show. And they were celebrating the fact that they had it back on, you know, because it's been out of whack for about 2 years, I guess it's been, and it was online, and you know that plummeted. Any type of award show online, good Lord. So this was the first time in a while that they had it in person. So, and of course, the what did they wear? Who wore it best? And you know all that kind of stuff. But lo and behold, the carpet was wet, and a lot of the longer dresses ended up getting wet. The shoes, hey, but they're getting it back in, getting it back in the swing of things. They're getting it back going. So are you a watcher of the Golden Globes, the Emmys, the Oscars? Music awards is a whole different thing. But are you a watcher of these type of shows? And should these shows continue? I don't know. But you're talking about the Golden Globes, so hey, we're talking about it too. And skipping to this interesting topic here. State's new tax deduction for fetuses causes confusion. $3,000. You can claim $3,000 tax credit for children on your unborn fetus. Okay, so you're thinking, why is this confusion? Why is this controversial? My question is, it's always been counted, for as I remember, because you know what? No, it hasn't, because you would have to have the baby. Okay, so now you can count the baby if it's in your tummy. Now, my only concern about that is, how are you proving the pregnancy? Is it tests being turned in with the tax return? Is it sonograms being turned in with the tax return? How are you knowing people are pregnant? That's number one. And then number two is, what if they lose the baby? Do they have to pay that money back? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's an ugly thought, but I'm just saying it's plausible. You know what I'm saying? So that's my only thing. How are you proving that the people are pregnant? And then what if there's a miscarriage? How are you handling that? So that right there is probably the reason why there's confusion, because now you're infringing on the rights of the mother, because, well, it's really, yeah, it is your business as the IRS, because you're trying to get paid for it. So you can't say it's none of your business. But the fact of you turning in sonograms or blood tests, I don't know. I don't know how they're going to prove that you're pregnant, because everybody can claim they have it. I don't know. I don't know. Because, it's funny, because you think that something is ironclad solid when it comes to no illegal activity. But baby, it's always a thief or a criminal that will figure it out to the point to where they have the advantage. So I don't really know how this is going to play out. So that's interesting. So I want to know what you guys think about that as well. So I'm being told that I'm having technical difficulties here. So I'm going to go ahead and address these last couple of topics, and then I'll see what's happening with the technology, because I'm being told that I'm freezing. So let me know. All right. So next topic here is Bills give amazing update as Hamlin fully discharged from the hospital. Now that is great news. He was actually tweeting and social media posts and things like that. So it looks like he's doing very well. Now, why are they talking about this boy getting back on the field? Why? Why are they talking about him even being at a game? And this is, again, just me talking, but I would chill out at the house. Now, also with my understanding is they changed his contract and offered him his full amount, even if he doesn't go back, something like that. There, when you're first in, I guess when you're first inside football and you got a contract of 2 years or 4 years, and they give you a certain amount of money. Well, this is his, he's still in the very beginning. I don't know if it's his first or second year, but he didn't get the big money yet. And so, but the Bills, I guess the manager or whoever talks about the contract and the Monday, said that they were going to give it to him. And I think that's great. I think that is amazing, because, I mean, wow. He's just changing the game in a whole bunch of ways. It's safer. CPR, the defibrillator has been selling off the market because of this young man. And classes of CPR has skyrocketed because people are like, hey, if something like that happens and I'm around, and the way his life was saved on the spot, I want to learn it, and I mean, that's a great idea. So that is what's up. So his accident actually made a difference. And when God's in the mix of it all, you'll be surprised what he uses for his glory. I'm telling you, God is amazing. And he used this horrible situation and ended up using it for his glory. So praise be to God. I'm glad this young man is feeling great. I'm glad he's back in the swing of things, but he doesn't need to worry about coming back to the game. But hey, you're not going to hear people talking about, oh, he shouldn't. He should go back and da 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 da. I'm like going, huh? But I don't think he should go back. I mean, I just don't. I think that was a wake up call. But I'm thinking about Tua. I'm thinking about all of these kids that are being seriously hurt and still playing, and the fact that he wants to go back. I'm just like, huh? And of course, the football fans are like, you don't understand. These kids that's their livelihood, that's their life, and they will want to die playing football, all this kind of stuff. I'm like, boo, it ain't that serious. But I guess that's just me. What do you guys think? I think that he should chill, enjoy your money. They said they was gonna give it to you, so enjoy. But I'm open to conversation to see what everybody thinks about this part. Right? Right. Okay, so last but not least, what do you do if you are the target of discrimination or dislike? And I'm bringing that up, and this is the last topic because of what happened Tuesday night here in Garden City. And this will be talked about after we discuss the Red Hots. But here in Garden City, we had a zoning and planning meeting. And this meeting, very, very important. There is an area that is here in Garden City that is a majority African American, low to moderate income area. And with that being said, there is the farmers market. And there is potential of growth. There's potential of prosperity. There's a potential of housing. And what came to the table at this meeting was terrifying, treacherous, and disheartening. What came to the table was an industrial company wanting to build storage units, big warehouses for trucks. Now, if you're anywhere near Savannah, Pooler, Port Wentworth, Garden City, Richmond Hill, if you're anywhere near us, you know that truck traffic is already insane in the membrane. And for them to consider bringing this in the heart of our community is sickening. It's disheartening. Now, the argument was it's already zoned industrial. And it was said that in order to rezone this area, it would cost the city money, lawsuits, all of that. I don't know the ins and outs of the law when it comes to zoning and all of that. And I just feel that The question on the table is, why is this area zoned industrial more than any other area? Why? And how long? You know, and I'm not from Garden City. I'm not from Savannah. I'm not from Georgia. So I'm just trying to wrap my brain around, why would you zone an area that is residential housing present industrial? So with that being said, this zoning and planning meeting was on fire. Residents came out speaking about how they do not want this to happen in their community. They vocally voiced their concerns, and they were able to table this discussion. And they were able to get the variances of this company denied, which is awesome. But how do you stop it? What do you do as a resident, as a business? How do you maneuver through it? Now, of course, you think about, oh, well, I got to get a lawyer and da 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 da. And that might be the best route. But I'm just curious on the people that have succeeded and you are prosperous in your business, whether you are Latino, Hispanic, Black, Asian, the discrimination and the dislike, whether that's a business or a resident, how do you maneuver? How do you operate in that type of situation? Now, I've experienced racism my own, personally. And I know how I dealt with it, but I'm just curious on how you do. So that would be the last thing we talk about today. So I was just giving you a sort of like a teaser to let you know that that's going to close us out. Okay. Yeah. And usually I don't talk about racism, discrimination. I don't. But we're going to talk about it today. So back to lightheartedness here. Did you see 60 Minutes of Prince Harry? And as I stated before, I did not see it. I personally missed it. Usually I do not, but I missed it. And I wanted to know, if you saw it, what did you think? I can tell you what I thought about those documentaries, honey. I was binging. Could not leave the TV. Okay, I'm still getting that I'm having technical difficulties. So what I'm going to do, thank y'all for letting me know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a brief commercial, and then I'm going to come back and let me work out these kinks. Okay? Okay.
Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. Grab your coffee or your tea, hunty, because we have a lot to talk about. But before we get started on those red hot topics, please go to my website, www.MonaLisaMonroe.com. We've got t-shirts, we've got mugs, we've got toast. Believe me, we've got you covered. And also, you could purchase my book, Life After the Diagnosis. If you know a survivor or you are a survivor, this is the book that you need. Well, let's go ahead and get this party started right, shall we?
Okay, so I'm thinking we're good now. I want to hear back to let me know I'm still straight. So y'all the only one that can tell me, because I'm just yakking and yakking and yakking, and I don't know if I'm freezing or what, because I'm good over here. So let me know. Now let's get back to the good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Did you see the 60 Minutes interview with Prince Harry? As I was stating before the commercial break, I did not, unfortunately, but I did see the documentaries on Netflix. But I was told that it was bomb. It was bomb. It was jaw dropping. It was controversial. He was dropping some nuggets, some tea. He was doing the thing. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to put that thing on demand to see exactly what's happening. Okay, they're telling me again that I'm freezing up. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish up here. So what did you think? Okay, I missed it. Sorry. But if you did see it, what did you think? Second thing, did you watch the Golden Globe? I did, and it was yikes. The comedian was yikes. I don't know how else to put it. I mean, it was like, ugh. But then again, some people say comedy's supposed to be like that. I don't know. But I didn't think some of that was funny at all, especially the joke about Whitney Houston dying in that hotel. That was so distasteful to me. But so many people was like, oh, he was so funny. Oh, comedy was made to throw, to make them feel uncomfortable, whatever. Why would you want to feel uncomfortable? It's crazy. But anyway, that's what they were saying. He wanted them to feel uncomfortable about the racism and the lack of African American, or even the lack of ethnicity and diversity of the award show. But hey, they said he got his point across for sure. Ugh. I just felt uncomfortable, and that's just me. And then the next one would be state's new tax deduction for fetuses causing confusion. What are you talking about? You can claim $3,000 child tax credit on your unborn fetus. And as I was saying earlier, my whole thought is, how are you going to prove that you're pregnant to the IRS? And what if you miscarry? Do you owe them $3,000? I mean, I'm just, that it's rough, but it's true. What if, what if? And then last but not least, the bills give amazing update as Hamlin fully discharges, which is wonderful. But what I'm reading is he's trying to hurry up and get back on the field. I mean, if anything, you can go to the game as a fan, but you don't need to play. What y'all think? You do not need to play. Bottom line on that one. So those were the red hot topics. I'm still seeing that people are telling me I'm freezing. So I don't want to keep freezing. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down early today. I don't know what the deal is, because I'm looking from here like it's all good, but they're saying that I'm freezing. So let me go ahead and say this. I, as a woman of God, as an African American, as a mother, as a business owner, you wear a lot of hats, right? You just wear a lot of hats. And that's men too. We all wear a lot of hats. But how do you, I don't even want to say cope, because we don't supposed to cope with any type of racism or dislike. You're not supposed to cope with it. But my thing is, how do you maneuver? How do you continue to thrive when the powers that be, they don't like you, or there's discrimination involved? And this is not a new topic. This is not something that this never happened to me. I know how I dealt with it. I know how I deal with it. But this is something a little different than what I'm used to. So I would like to know business owners that have thrived, business owners that have hit that brick wall of racism, discrimination, but yet your business still flourished. Can you give some points on how you did it? Did you did you find legal help? Did you find help in the community? What did you do? Because I'm curious. It has been, studied. It's been read about, you know, Black Wall Street and things like that, and what happened to those businesses. And this is just not one area. This is all around America. Business owners face difficulty all the time dealing with discrimination, racism, dislike, whatever you want to call it. So how do you push forward? How do you keep it moving? Do you keep it moving and push forward? And prayer, of course, is number one. That's a gimme. But I guess the prayer should shift a little bit. And what I mean by that is, instead of praying that God deal with them, praying that God deal with me. And what does that look like? That looks like God is going to give me the steps to take, the direction, the words to speak, the strategies, the partners, the supporters, if I fix me, instead of going to him talking about them, So that's something that I'm really going to be fasting and praying about. And if you watched the show last week, I was saying that come up with a word, not a New Year's resolution, because we stick to those for a week or two and then we bomb it, right? But if you stick with a word, I think a word is more profound, and you're able to hold on to that word better than a resolution. Because of course, we're all trying to lose weight. We're all trying to eat healthier. We're all trying to do all of that, right? We're all trying to start a business, write a business plan, those type of things. But a word, and that is so spiritual to me, because a word will take you further than what you physically think. Physically do, right? Because a resolution to me is like a physical thing. What do you want to do? But a word is more mental and emotional and spiritual, because that's something you got to sit and think about and contemplate on and really dwell in and really sit in. You know what I mean? So I said that I wanted to hear what you guys came up with as far as a word for 2023. And I know for the last 10, 15 years, maybe even 20, you try to rhyme with the year, what was it? 2009, I'm gonna be fine. 2010, I'm gonna win. You know, that type of thing. But we are treading on a whole new thing. This is something that we're never going to see. We never have seen before. This is blowing our mind. The only thing that can sort of give you a thought about what is taking place is those movies that you've seen and that you considered entertainment. Those movies are happening. What are you talking about, Mona Lisa? I mean, think about it. The movies like Mission Impossible, the way the computer technology would sketch people out, and that's happening. Facial recognition, that's happening. Total Recall, FaceTime, that's FaceTime old now. So all the movies that we've seen that we just sat through as entertainment, think about it. It is now here. Cars that are driving itself. We would have never thought about that in a million years, but it's here. The movies that you see now that's futuristic are cars that are flying. I'm waiting on it because it's coming. It's coming. So, with all that being said, 2023, okay, it's a very odd year, but really, is it? Is it? 2023. And you know what I did? I just added those numbers together. And I came up with 7. 2023. And 7, the number 7 is completion. So what is complete? Right? And you want to think, am I finishing what I say I'm going to do? Am I finishing what I started last year? Am I finishing by following up with people? Am I finished? Am I finishing? Finish. Complete. Finish the race. Complete the race. So I came up, well, I ain't gonna say I came up with it, but after prayer and some fasting, the word for me is discipline. Now, just like I said in the show last week and the week before then, whatever word you come up with, you're going to be tried on that word. That word is going to try you, hunty. And it's up to you to stay the course. Like, for instance, perfect example, Meghan and Harry's documentary, right? She was saying that she uses a word. That's what sort of inspired me because I thought that was interesting. And when she said her word, which was peace one time and truth one time, she was tried in peace like crazy that whole year. And I think that was the year she lost her baby. And then the next year it was truth. And honey, she was tried on that truth because they lied on her like crazy in the media. So my word being discipline. Yes, I'm going to have to buckle up and stand on discipline because I'm going to be tried in that. I'm going to be tried in completion. So I'm praying for the strength to finish whatever I start and finish what I have started. For those of you who might not know, because I know on the show, I usually talk about everything else, but I hardly ever come in unless it's about a topic. But I'm going to let you in today and let you know that your girl started going to college in 2020. Now, if you watch the show, I gave you the history on my education track line. I graduated from high school, started college, stopped. Had kids, life happened. Then I went back to school in my 20s, stopped. Life happened, da 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 da. Then I went back to school in my 30s, stopped. So it's been like an off and on love affair with me and school, college. So I always wanted my degree, and the degree I've always wanted. Well, after I graduated high school, I wanted my degree to be in communication and administration. Then the second go round, I wanted my degree to be in marketing and advertising. Then the third go round, I wanted my degree to be in criminal justice. I know, y'all, I'm all over the place. I know. But I was stopping and starting, and didn't know, how to get going or whatever. So in my 40s, I said, this is it. I want to go back to school. Well, the pandemic hit. When the pandemic hit, honey, nothing was going down. Nothing. And that was the perfect time for me to sit down, get my laptop, and finish. And I did. Woo! Woo! Your girl finished and completed her degree. I am so excited to report to you that I'm going to keep going, because that's something that I started in my 20s and completed in my 50s. We're talking about 25 years of an off and on love affair. That's too long. That's too long. And so I had to sit down and say, okay, is my character being a person that doesn't finish? And I did not want that to be one of my character traits. So that went from school to businesses. I would start a business and stop. So it was just like, what is it, right? I need to have some stick-to-itness. So that's not even a word, but that's okay. I have decided to keep going. And the degree that I'm pursuing is business administration. And it sort of encompasses all who I am. All what I love, all what I desire for me to be and to do. So, y'all pray, and I shall pray that I complete and finish what I start, and have the discipline to finish what I start. So that is it, y'all. That's the word. That is the word. Completion. I know I said one, but it all rolls in together for me. Completion and the discipline to completion. And that goes with the diet, the diet and the eating healthy, on, off. Look, discipline and completion. And I'm proud of myself because there was one thing that I said that I was going to do when it comes to my health and my eating habits. I mean, your body will make some decisions for you, no doubt. And as you know, I'm 51 now, so the things that I used to do and eat and whatever, I can't do. And that's okay because it wasn't good for me anyway. So, with that being said, like I told you guys before, lactose intolerant, I can't, nope. And I'm speaking that thing because whatever you put out there is what it is. So do I want to eat dairy and drink dairy and all that kind of stuff? It's not a passion. It's a lust type of thing, I guess you want to say, because ice cream, ooh, dairy, So it's just a discipline. It's a discipline. So my body is a discipline. My body is a temple. So I'm going to take care of it. And I need you guys' prayers now. But the note, the note for me is completion and the discipline to complete. So I'm happy to report as well that I gave up chicken last year and I have not eaten chicken in 3 months. I'm proud to say that. Not everybody, hey, to each his own, but chicken. So I'm gradually getting to the point to where I won't, right? And these words are very powerful. So watch what you say and who you say it to. Because these words are like boomerangs. They come back, whoo, and they're also atmosphere changers. So if you say something, it's going to manifest. Because why? Because we're God's children. And God said that we're in the image of Him. So He said, let there be light, and it was light. So guess what? If you say that you will do something, or if you say that you are something, thou shalt be what you say. Whatever you thinking, what is it? The things you think, so is he. I forgot how that scripture goes. I know somebody's going to help me. But whatever you're thinking, you shall be. And I'm going to end with this too. Bishop T.D. Jakes, if you guys follow him, he said something a couple of Sundays ago that was really profound, like he always does. But this was profound for me. He said, your life right now were the decisions that you've made. Your life right now reflects every decision you've made up until this point. That's heavy. That's heavy. That it has nothing to do with anybody else. Your decisions that you've made is your life right now. That's deep. So I'm going to leave on that note. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the MonaLisa Monroe Morning Show. And if you missed it, you can definitely push replay and it will replay for you. I was told that we were having technical difficulties. I didn't see anything, but if you guys did, I apologize. I just didn't see anything. But click like and share the show. We're only on when you enjoy the show. The show's been around since 2020, so this is 3 years in, y'all. And I appreciate every portrait that tunes in. I appreciate every comment. I appreciate you. I also want to thank everyone that goes to the website and actually purchases anything from the website. Um, the website is www.monalisamonroe.com. It's there on the screen. And I would like for everyone to click like and share the show, show the love, the love, the love. And last but not least, even if you missed the show, you still have an opportunity to comment, because I do go back and see if anyone posts, even during the replay. And if you have questions or comments or whatever, I do still respond. So I want to thank you for having love for a sister for 3 years now. Our anniversary is April the 16th. So let us keep going. Let us go to completion on this thing, right? Um, Please continue to follow Black Media, our production company that picked us up. Love you guys, love you guys, love you guys. Our Black Media states, please click the new feature on Facebook that allows you to send us stars. This helps support this platform and allows us to keep bringing you these programs. And so we are also on Roku, with my understanding. So go to Roku and look for us as well. Black Media, our Black Media. Love it, love it, love it. Again, thank you so much for tuning in, and click like and share and leave a comment if you dare. You guys have a great day and see you soon.